Hi, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Out there in Donut Land, Planet Donut.
My co-host is,
I'm going out there to take my place in the booth.
we're opening up. It's another Donut Tuesday, and I'm sorry we didn't give you the pregame. I just thought I'd keep you in suspense, and so you missed that, but that's okay. It's Donut Tuesday down here in Buffalo by Niagara Square in the heart of the business and government district. And we're hoping to fill some of those government district stomachs today with 1901L model lard donuts. We've got a beautiful batch out there ready. Most of them we had some pre-orders come in we're very happy about, so most of them, I say, let me have you say hello to my co-host, Mary.
Hi, everyone out there.
Here you go. Here she is.
We're looking forward to moving these donuts today. Most of them are already spoken for.
See, she's backing me up on that claim. Mary, I don't see anybody out in the booth.
The door wouldn't open.
Oh. I guess on account of the commissioners making a telecast. Well, here, you could. Have you ever unlocked the booth by yourself? This is you're witnessing history, ladies and gentlemen. Mary's going to unlock the booth door all by herself. See if she could figure this one out. It has a real lock on it. I had Suburban Lock and Key rekey the lock to the old Maid of the Mist ticket booth, which we've repurposed for our vessel of sales, which is looks like the sidewalks are drying up. It looked. I don't know what to expect today, but it looks like we can expect the weather to be clearing up, and it's stopped raining downtown. The sidewalks are actually drying off. I was too distracted to notice the weather. I was busy defending my parking space. You gotta have a little bit of get off the lawn in you, to get along with the big boys downtown here. So we're chasing people off the spots so that if any of you guys pull up to our drive-up service, our curb service, conveniently at the base of our driveway and adjacent to the fire plug, which provides a nice landing zone. So we got I hear Mary coming back in. I wonder if she's out of donuts. Oh, she's reached. See, this is why.
And I started to post our usual our aggressive signage.
The aggressive signage.
Aggressively promoting our $2.
It's aggressively scotch taped to the windows. Here's the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am talking. There it is.
Is there anything else that needs to go out? I think the picture.
Oh, good thinking. Man, she's good at this.
It's getting kind of warm outside too, so we might have.
It's getting warmer out. Yeah, I'm just wearing.
I'm going to end up ditching this jacket. It just
My
kind of damp at first, but.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it is. Summer's coming back. There's somebody out there looking for a donut. I could see him on the screen, that guy in the red there. See that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm up here in the booth. This is like the NFL. I'm up here in the press booth giving you play-by-play on the donut activity. No, it's not, Ross. We're donut too. Thanks for asking, though. We're just opening up. It's 11:30. We're opening just on time. We got our first customer in less than 2 minutes of opening. It's the man in the red shirt who I do not recognize him as a previous. Yeah. Yes, Mary.
We need the card reader.
The card reader. Okay, gentlemen, and ladies, I'm going to set you down here, and I'm going to go out and run a credit card. So enjoy it. Come on down if you like. We'll have donuts for a little while. We're probably going to run out because of the pre-orders. But come on down. We got a lot right now. 153 Delaware Avenue at Steve Seashon Park. And there's the booth. Quick out of the opening kickoff action. I mean, there was more action here than there was at the football game. Right out of the gate, as soon as we opened, the guy in the red shirt, his name is Nick, and he's got some cool job in the big offices at Delta Sonic. And he actually drove down. We were a destination. I'm not sure what led to that. Hi, Ed Supple. It's wonderful to see you, sir. Kevin Hayes. Yeah, it is a good day for a donut. You know, it's actually pretty warm down here, though. So the temperature is not a factor. It's just a perfect room temperature. There's not a hint of coolness down here. And now that second gentleman who used the, I got to use my. I'm really lousy at this. See that little triangle? That's my card reader. You know, and with my old businesses, over the decades, you know, I had Zahn Junior terminals. Remember those? All you business, self-employed business people, Zahn Junior terminals. They'd send somebody out in a suit to program it for you once in a while if something changed, and it went through the phone lines. And now you get these little triangles from PayPal, and then there's competitors too. The Square, I think, is one, or the Cube, or the guy was calling me a Square. I don't know. I'm not sure. How you doing, Kevin Hayes? Yeah, it's wonderful to see us out there, and Ed Supple and Ross and Maria is out there. Great. And here's a split screen, so you're not missing anything. As you can see, actor David Lundy pulled up too. So, you know, we got a big show business attraction. That the guy who was not in the red shirt, the guy in the white shirt, what a wonderful ambassador he is. He bought 3 of our Model 1901L lard donuts. It's not that I have to really identify it with the model every time, because it's the only lard donut in Buffalo. And it's at the booth here right now in case anybody wants to try one. It really conjures up memories. It feels like you're remembering a fond memory from before you were actually born and had any memories. That's how deep a memory this traditional donut brings up. I mean, people say that in effect. You know, there goes a woman walking away. I just missed out. A woman in white shirt, kind of a pullover kind of thing, just walked by. Maybe you guys caught it. I'm supposed to catch these things. I'm here in the press box, observing the action and helping to pass along the play-by-play. But that guy in the white shirt, the second guy that bought donuts right out of the gate at 11:30, it was a return visit for him, and he said considers himself a donut connoisseur. He travels around. He was telling me about a place that I should look up. I forgot what it's called. Speaking of which, of forgetting, I'm going to turn my recorder on. I've got this recorder. I'm going to put it in my pocket. And by speaking to you right now, where the recorder can hear me and where this live stream can hear me, means that later on I can sync these 2 audio signals up, even though they won't be able to hear each other from outside to inside. So I'm now recording in my pocket, and no one can hear it now. But after the telecast, if I want to pull out any exciting plays that occurred, I can sync the two signals up and put it up as a separate video on Facebook or YouTube, and you'll have audio along with these silent pictures you're watching when I'm not yapping into it. Well, I'm going to get out there and join the action. I'll be checking in from time to time, and appreciate your tuning in to watch our pilot program, the Donut Tuesday. We're going to be expanding this program with more equipment and more cameras and live action audio. I have to send away for some wireless microphone transmitters, because for Lounge Academy I don't really have to have one because I can have a wire. I don't move. But for this expanded programming we're developing, we need these wireless packs. You know, so I'm shopping for those, and as soon as we get those, we'll be able to do an expanded coverage of Donut Tuesday. So I'm going to get out there. I'm going to leave with a full shot of the outside there. And come down. We'll be here till at least 1:30. Actor David Lundy is chatting it up with Mary Kunz Goldman, and it's not hard to overhear that it's show business talk. Sir?
Sure.
This is it.
This is the donut spot?
This is it.
Oh, I didn't know.
You would have never come out. You would have got lost in there.
Yeah, we would have been.
You can see we got, Howard, I'm the owner. I'm Howard,
Nice to meet you, Howard.
commissioner of Coffee and Donuts. We're doing a little wireless streaming,
Okay.
but the audio isn't live streaming right now. I'm going to sync it up later. So
Okay.
just to explain why I'm holding a microphone in.
How long have you been here for?
We've been here, well, we landed the booth here in this form in June.
Okay.
And,
They say you sell out. I'm a donut fan.
well,
Are you not sold out yet, though?
no,
Okay.
no, we're
They
not.
said I might have had to
We just
pre-order.
opened at 11. Yeah, no, we're okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You've done your homework.
I'm familiar with the donuts. I used to go to the vegan place, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
We're gonna see where you land in the donut power rankings.
Well, we're up to the challenge, sir.
Okay. How many do you have?
Howard, do we have any inside?
We've got some.
Okay, we've got
How many do you have in mind?
six right here.
They're $2 a piece, any quantity.
Yeah.
Could I get a dozen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what? Give them 2 of those bags that we got for the pre-order, and then that way we don't have to make them wait.
Okay. 6 and 6. So that comes up to.
See, we screw the other guys so that you get the better deal. We're giving you
24.
Chris
I
Chris
respect
Green's donuts right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Chris Ring, the ringer?
No, Chris Green, the car repair.
Oh,
PC Automotive on Hurdle Avenue.
Is there a tip jar?
Yeah,
Is that the
it's
tip
right,
jar?
right here.
Where's the tip jar?
Well, you're great, sir. What's your name?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron. I'm Howard. My name's on the door in case.
Nice to meet you, Howard. I'll let
Can
you
we
know.
can we take your picture here
You
with
can take my picture.
for our Facebook? Have you been to our Facebook page
I
yet?
have.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
up on the donuts, trust me.
I can see that.
Trust
It's
me.
evident.
Have you been to St. Catherine's for the donuts?
No,
That's where you gotta go. What about Voodoo Donut?
that's the donut. The earlier gentleman who loved our donuts mentioned that. Huh? They're in like Colorado or something, right?
Yeah, Portland, Austin, Colorado.
Actor Dave Lundy, get in the shot. Aaron, this is actor Dave Lundy. You've probably seen him in. That's great, Aaron.
Thank you.
Say hi to me on our Facebook page so I'll know, we could connect.
I will 100%. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aaron. Big beat.
Better call Chris.
Get out.
Tell him not to come down and get his donuts.
No, I think
What are we gonna do I told you should have made more.
Wow. That guy was like, what do you make? Did you hear his conversation, Dave Lundy?
I heard some of it, Howard.
I mean, he's a very serious donut connoisseur. That's a second serious. And he mentioned Voodoo Donuts just like that other guy. Isn't that weird? They both use Voodoo. Like, are we being talked about and discussed in some communities? And
I'm wondering if there's a hex being put on us at Voodoo Donut as we speak.
I hope so.
Once Voodoo
Couldn't hurt.
No, once Voodoo Donut finds out that we're taking all the business away, they've got pins and needles stuck in effigies of us.
Well, whatever they're doing, it's working.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And he's traveled the Niagara Peninsula for donuts. He's been to St. Catharines. You know, he seems to know his donuts.
Well, where's the nearest? Ladies and gentlemen, Google Voodoo Donuts. It's the second time we heard of Voodoo, and we're being compared. Not the donuts aren't being compared; just the level of excitement they're producing is being compared.
You might get on Voodoo Donuts' Facebook page and let them know how well we're doing.
That's right. And here, take a picture of me, and then put it on the Voodoo Donuts page. Ready? Okay. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you guys having our backs.
Our backs. You definitely have our backs now.
Well, boy, you just never know what to expect. You know, I thought it was going to be a slow day of. I really didn't do any marketing, and the weather was horrible, but it's cleared up, and I thought we would do our pre-sale. They'd come down, they'd pick them up, and maybe we'd sell a few donuts, and hopefully a few friends would stop by, and but we're getting some really important new customers.
You were inside when we had the gal who just had gotten out of jury duty.
That's the missing woman that I couldn't get from the press box. The woman in the white pullover.
Yes.
She was coming out of jury duty. Did she leak any stuff for WBIG.Tv about things she shouldn't say that we could?
She was not selected.
She was not selected for jury duty.
She was not selected. Well, that's.
Yeah, she said she was struck by what a big responsibility being on a jury was, that people's lives were in your hands. So it's nice that some people appreciate that.
And how many donuts did she have in her hands when she left?
She only had one, but she was enjoying it.
That's
She
fine.
was liking that donut, and she said
because they're
it
addicting.
was substantial. That it was what did she say? Heavier or something? She liked it though.
I think substantial might have been the word.
Yeah, like you were really eating something. Yes, that's
Good,
what she said. You
good.
really feel it.
Well, we
really
like
eating.
substantial eaters, and to like substantial donuts.
Yeah, of course.
Don't forget we have Breezy Pops, as well as sodas and varieties of
That's so true.
what we call coffee and donut department swag. So don't forget about that. If you don't have your mug yet, you should, because I'll tell you, there's one of these mugs sitting right now on a dressing room table at the Irish Classical Theater.
You hope it is.
Well, I don't wash it. And that way nobody uses it.
These are little show business tricks, little tips that we pick up along the way here on WBIG.TV.
What you do is you don't wash your mug, that way nobody uses it. And if you have, say, a container of milk in the fridge, you make sure you drink from that container in front of everybody. That way nobody touches your container of milk.
Great show business tip. That reminds me of a journalism tip I got from journalist Mary Kunz Goldman, who's also in show business. If you don't want people to use your desk, people will sit down anywhere, start using your desk. You leave a dirty napkin. Doesn't even have to be a dirty Kleenex. Just a dirty napkin. Crunch it up. Doesn't even have to really have dirt on it. You just crunch it up and set it there. and that triggers something in people's minds, and they'll choose a different desk that doesn't have that.
Oh yes, that's a good. I know that's worked.
Yeah, I was crediting you with that one.
It works in many situations. I use it on the ready bikes. Sometimes if there's a bike you like and you don't really want to have it put on hold, but you want it there, maybe when you come back, just take a Kleenex and crumple it and put it in the basket.
Works on ready
And the
bikes
person-
too.
Clean Kleenex is fine, and just
Imagine what
put it
toilet
in
paper
the
would do.
basket. Yeah, once a guy put a well, forget it. But then anyhow, that's all it takes for the person to go on to the next bike. I'll take that.
You know that I was listening to what you were saying. We're married though, so
You don't have to.
so
They're married.
when you're married, I found out, and I love marriage, and I learned so many things about it. One of the things I learned is that my mind is like a digital recorder, like this one I'm holding, where whenever she talks, I never listen, and vice versa, and then I play it back, and I hear it. It's like it's in case you need to press the dump button. I think that's what nature provides married people, is that 7-second delay and a dump button, so that
I
it's to
have to
protect
say-
you from being injured.
Mozart wrote an aria about that, where in the marriage of Figaro, Figaro's about to get married to Suzanne, and it's the day before their wedding, and he's measuring the space for their bed in the bedroom, and they're singing a duet, and the duet is about two different things. He's talking about one thing, and she's talking about a hat she made, and she's trying on the hat. Doesn't the hat look so beautiful? And he's not even paying attention. But it's such a beautiful aria, and it's such a portrait of how married couples deal with each other.
I see Donut Cadet Jimmy coming on the scene right now. Great to see you, sir.
Hi, sir.
It's a little muddy here.
Lovely, friendly donuts here at the awesomest, bestest WBIG.Tv in the planet.
Well, thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks.
Well, you're the best customer on the planet, and that's
So far today.
so far today.
Yes.
He hasn't made any trouble yet. He never has. He's just a great guy.
Exactly. That's
and
what we're here
he
for.
loves our donuts, which is what I really admire about you.
Exactly. They beat this. You gotta have some sausage first, Minio and Sapio, and then you
Oh,
come for
nice
some
tip.
donuts.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's a good idea, because
You need something filling first before you sugar up. You know.
yeah. I know that's true. Depending on how your inner workings work.
Exactly.
I know for me, I need
Sometimes
like a steak.
you need to stay away from the sugar before noon.
I
you know?
coma out. I start confessing to crimes that occurred in the 1970s.
Oh,
before
don't
I
do
was
that.
born.
Not around here. Be dangerous and trouble.
Cold cases. We
Yes.
need a cold case so we could have some sandwiches around here. Yep. We do have a cold case. It's a freezer.
Exactly. It's
That's
right
a
there.
cold case. And speaking of cold cases, yesterday I saw it on the news and read it in the Buffalo News that the police department started moving their stuff out from Franklin Street, where they've been for 100 years, and they're moving 3 doors down on Niagara Square. They're just they're just 3 buildings down. Isn't that something?
Yeah, it sure is.
And so we're going to have a lot of police. It's also the fire headquarters. I'm looking forward to having more of them around, because we're here at the City of Buffalo Department of Coffee and Donuts.
Exactly.
We're-
You have to support them, you know.
We literally want to serve the city.
That's a big task ahead of you, but you can do it.
It is, because there are some donut lovers.
Yeah, there sure are. You need a bigger booth.
Well,
For the 6 singles.
you keep this up, Jimmy, and we'll be expanding.
Hopefully.
You'll be expanding too.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
Now, here, stay within view of the camera in the window. Now, how do you explain your hourglass figure when you're eating donuts?
Food truck working and donut eating. That's all you really need.
Well, he is a food service professional.
Exactly. Stay out of trouble.
Well, tell everybody about your food truck company you work with.
Oh, the food truck is called Street Eats. It's a lovely Minio and Sapio type of entity. And we'll be at Larkin tonight. Come down and have a sausage. It's a beautiful thing. And then I wish I could sell the donuts next to my sausages, but he's only here for a short time during the day, and then he's got to go home and fart around and do
I wish I was going to have.
But don't have
enough
any more
stock.
food trucks in Buffalo. There's
wish I
too
was gonna-
many.
You know, on any given Tuesday, I mean, if I make enough to get ahead of demand, I should hand you a box and
Exactly. We
take
could
them
sort
to
of
work with
make
you.
a wheel and deal
Absolutely.
type of thing.
See, history being made right on the sidewalk of Delaware
Exactly.
Avenue.
A little partnership maybe perhaps might be building up here.
I think so.
60-40.
I think so.
60-40.
Well, we're going to see about this.
And now I have to go and shuffle to the sausage factory.
good negotiator.
At 410 Connecticut Street. Stop by and get your sausage links and sausage products. And stop by
Absolutely.
153 Delaware to get your world famous Department of Coffee and Donut donuts. See Howard, the helper. It's a fun time.
She's a
here in
licensed
this-
helper.
She's a licensed helper. She has the paperwork to prove it all, and everybody's ecstatic about on a dreary day of Buffalo, you can get a donut and have a smile. And see Howard.
And where can you get a lard donut in Buffalo?
Exactly. You cannot get a lard donut anywhere in the city of Buffalo. I've made my rounds. I've tried them, and they're not bad. The other ones,
They're great.
The lard ones, right on the money. The lard ones, I tell you what.
We're causing a traffic backup over here.
Causing a
Look at this.
tomfoolery ruckus here. So that's my cue to vacate the premises so other fine people, you probably maybe can see
They
them.
look hungry too.
They look hungry too. I think they're going to buy a lot of donuts and make this.
Well, you're
place
welcome. You're
money.
welcome to hang out and just
Work.
with us.
Work
on the way
calls,
to-
sir.
I know how that food processing business is.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Have
Appreciate
a great day.
it. Let me know how that batch is.
Oh yes, I will. Bye guys.
Let's put a picture up on our department, Facebook department.
Good afternoon.
Our next victim is Mike Miller. We're welcoming him to the show today. Mike, stand over here where you can still reach the booth with your money, but they could also
Yeah.
see you from the camera in the window. This is Mike Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Mike knows something about donuts. You know, we're getting the real pros here today. Connoisseurs. I
be.
mean, legitimate
Yes.
connoisseurs.
Legitimate donut connoisseurs. I can you hear the money?
Mike's holding like a whole bunch of money.
That's
I got a feeling BC Automotive is going to get,
some of this,
the
yeah.
auto repair shop's going to get the shaft.
The drive shaft.
So what do you need today, Mike?
We'll have a donut. We're slimming, but
Okay.
we'll have a. I just wanted to show you. We left
He's
with
just showing me his money.
left with $60 this morning and went to the North Tonawanda market, and this is all we've got left
Oh
out
man,
of the
I know how
60.
that goes this way.
Well, what did you buy?
Tomatoes, peaches, cheese curd, peppers, zucchini. So we got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, wow, so
But
you
it
Well,
was,
congratulations.
well, thank you.
Did they have potatoes?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Did they have potatoes?
No,
Russets?
not that I saw.
I've been on a potato kick.
The potato kick.
Yeah.
I've always been making fries.
I love.
I've been
I
making
love
lard
potatoes.
fries.
I think go on a
Ooh.
sweet potato cake too. I
Yeah.
love sweet
Yeah.
potatoes.
I got a beautiful batch. I've been buying like just a few potatoes from
Uh-huh.
different places. And boy, yesterday's
You
The
got
potato-
the restaurant place yesterday, Gordon.
potatoes have their unique personalities, and the potatoes I got yesterday, they're just the best yet. I made an order of fries for myself while I was making the donuts. Wow.
Yeah. Fries and lard are just incredible.
Unbeatable. Unbeatable
Yes.
combination.
But Melinda wants to. We want to get Atticus a little computer.
Sure.
Something to. So we can use his finger or a keyboard. Those convertible. Do you have any opinion on those?
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose you could maybe get them like an Android device, you know, like a little tablet.
Yeah, it's got to be like a laptop
Oh,
tablet.
is this for school? For
Yeah.
his, oh,
Yeah.
oh, you know, I'm not up on the models and stuff. I never really was.
Yeah.
I have a laptop. It's like a million years old. How are you, sir?
Good to see you
Nice
again.
to see you. Nice.
Hi,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hello.
Can I get a donut?
Okay. Well, we won't keep you. We have to.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mike Miller.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to really enjoying
Here, I'll
this.
take your picture.
Very much. Anthony down there.
Yeah, where do I get the, oh, I know, from the Metro Rail thing, they give them this change.
Very nice, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, you got it. Thank you. I think oh, you are going to get one now?
I walked over
not.
there. I might as well.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little animal fat, right?
Well, I like that. Can you say
Howard, I
that
think we're
again?
down,
Yeah.
this is
I said everybody needs a little animal fat.
Well, I think so. We think so.
Uh,
We give it to you.
yeah.
And we'll keep taking it.
Thank you so much.
Are we out yet? For do you need me to get any more?
Yeah, we need another one?
Another one? Okay. Oh, yeah. For this order, I'll get it right away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back inside, ladies and gentlemen. We're really having an amazing day. Not only are we selling more donuts than I anticipated, but the people that are coming for the donuts they're pros. We're really getting shopped today by professionals. Apparently, something must be going on. I have to rush an emergency donut out there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where do you guys work?
U.S. Attorney's Office.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, sure,
Yeah.
yes.
So, great. All
Great,
right.
well-
Thanks.
Thank you
Keep
so
it up.
much.
Well, we love the
Love
U.S.
it.
Attorney's Office.
That's right.
Who doesn't?
Well, you better.
Yeah, you're right. You
This-
better.
I'm the only guy that wants to be on his desk in the form of a bag of donuts.
Exactly.
If anybody else has business on his desk, their
Look out.
life is about to change
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah. You all have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh shit! I just exclaimed something because I'm concerned that we might have shortchanged Aaron, the big important donut man. I gave him. Did we give him two? You know, we probably did the right thing. I'm just second guessing myself. I'm thinking we gave him just one 6-pack instead of two 6-packs. He ordered a dozen. Did we give that Aaron? Oh, good. We gave him 2 bags.
Yes,
I
we
was
did.
concerned that, you know,
Yeah, you handed it yourself.
I've got I put a dozen in the freezer.
I saw them in there. I saw donuts.
So you know what? We might be able to. It's up to Jim or to Chris Green. I could either complete the batch
Yeah.
for
Is
tomorrow.
this-
For
is this
tomorrow.
what we have left. This.
No, I got more.
Oh. Okay.
Or I can, or if he was planning on refrigerating some, because he's taking 2 dozen. They're for his
Yeah,
customer
so
counter
he
and
might
stuff.
he might.
The-
Yeah.
he might want to just go with the ones I've already froze,
Yeah. Yeah, and then thaw them when he wants.
because they're probably
So,
getting pretty good and frozen
hey,
by now.
Melinda. Come, say hi.
Hi, Melinda.
We're talking shop.
I know. I
here.
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah. Where are you on your way to?
We're on our way to take our produce home and bake
Yeah,
some
you were
bread.
just at the market. Nice.
And yeah, so I've got some bread dough rising for the no-knead bread. We're gonna have that.
Oh,
It's a
nice. I
very
remember you would make the no need
carbo-loaded kind of
It was
day.
a song, wasn't it, in the 60s?
No need.
I see
No, that was by
bread rising.
Yeah, I didn't know. Mike was telling me the market is open Tuesdays and Thursdays in addition to Saturdays. I might go over on a Thursday one of these
Yeah,
days.
they don't have as many vendors
Yeah,
there,
but that's something,
They also
yeah.
don't have as much traffic or as many people, so
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. And we were going to ask Howard. Did you ask Howard?
I did.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to look at how to get our kid up technologically, and if there's any reason
Oh.
to try to get a rebuilt or if
Yeah,
if-
I mean they're all like whenever we needed one over there, they're all so good that you just buy what you it's like you can't. I don't know if you can make a mistake. You
Yeah.
know, I mean they all do the same thing, don't they? And they all work great compared to what I'm used to in the old days.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I was thinking, and I want to just double check with Mary's experience. They got us all Dells at the paper because everybody was lugging them around and they were considered tough.
Oh.
And any computer problems that I had, in my experience, and seemed to be with our operating system, with the publishing system, with the stuff the paper added onto it, not with the actual computer. And I wondered, Mary, did you?
We managed to beat up her Dell pretty good. One of the keys kept popping off, and it was just sitting there and roughing it on our dining room table, which is a pretty rugged environment.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be a consideration. They sell, I know, because I was in the police equipment business. They have like ruggedized computers
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
that's what your kid would really need, but they cost a lot of money.
Yeah, you can get
It's
a
cheaper than
case.
just break 'em.
Panasonics.
You can get
They're
a
just
case
like
for
they
'em.
probably are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
come to think of it.
I saw for like when they had the autistic kids that they give them the iPads, they put this frame around them, so the tablet is
Yeah.
what anybody would have, but you could throw it into the tree and the case would.
Turns it into like a Fisher Price toy.
Yeah.
So I hopefully he's old enough to not be that much. Might give him something to put it in.
Well, anything around kids, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, happy belated birthday.
Well, thank you.
Sarah.
Thanks again for the wonderful birthday gift.
Do you have it up? Should I send him down with
It's-
a nail?
Well, you could send them down. That'd be a good excuse to come down.
Yeah.
He's my picture hanger. He does a very good job. He puts bump-ons on. He does the whole thing. He makes sure it's all. He brings a level. Bring a level and everything. So,
Laser transom.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we're reviewing this Friday. I'm seeing a kids show, and I don't think they do it at night. I think I gotta go during the day. So, looking good. I'm out of coffee, so I gotta go home.
All right. Well, I better bag some more donuts. We're selling them. I'm giving BC Automotive car repair shop is getting the shaft. They ordered a couple of dozen, and I'm kind of borrowing from his stock, but I got some plans. I might be able to make this all work out. So
Well, if you need any extra home baked bread. I'm going to have some in about 50 minutes.
Nice, nice. You can smell it baking.
Alrighty, we'll see you later.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
No. That's great. You know, I love it when I love to see the U.S. attorneys.
I would hardly recognize you without the glasses and everything, and you just have such a stern look. David,
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Well, there's
it is a
another.
good picture, though.
This is less stern.
Yes, that's nice. They're both nice.
Dave Wandy's showing us
Excellent.
photographs of himself,
See?
but
Yeah.
but he's an actor, and that's, you know, it's important. They've got these publicity
Those
shots.
are good pictures.
He's bouncing them off his friends.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm telling Mary I'm on my way to Delaware Camera to pick up my new resume photos.
New resume photos.
Yes. When you audition, Howard, you have to have your resume attached to a photograph.
I see.
That way, when they're done for the day, they can look at it and say, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy." There's no way in
Kind of
hell
like a
I'm-
peddler's license.
Yeah. I have to get my peddler's license too. My
That's
peddler,
where
my
it's at.
my
Peddler's
peddler
license.
helper's license is what I have to get.
Well, that'll be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
I'm sure you'll.
It renews the debt. It's April 30th, so you know, the soonest after April 30th you get it, the more money it's worth you get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, or if you know there's you really want to, you know, have fun right away, you can get it anytime.
Well, I know that. I know that Mary's anxious to give me the January slot.
I see. Well, I might have to make some plans and think about. I might invest in one of those for you. It would be, yeah, it would. Although Mary's pretty tough. She'll probably be out here a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just gonna. I haven't
Fun
made
to
any
have David
plans
here.
for the winter.
On staff.
I have not planned on.
On the staff.
I have not planned on not using the booth in the winter, but I have not planned on exactly what. Obviously, I didn't plan on doing this either. So that's how the booth works. It's sort of a improvisational
I understand.
enterprise.
Dave should definitely join the team.
I think so. I think Dave's going to be very.
I think I'd enjoy myself.
He did well when we both wore hats and went over to the Board of Elections.
Yes, I remember when he did that.
And I need a third career.
It is fun. And then Howard can take us to lunch at Primo Pizza. We're taking the employees.
Well, we've done that. When we have a big day, sometimes we celebrate.
Well, I think I'm headed off
Employee
to
Appreciation Day.
headed off to get my photos and then go to the gym.
Work off. Freezing.
What time is it?
Our back.
Is it okay for you to leave yet?
It's 20 after 12. Well, I'm not on the clock, so it's 20 after 12.
Oh, I forgot. It's on in my pocket.
Well, what good is that?
So actually, they could. No, they can't. This is not an audio source. I'm going to get a wireless hookup, so then they'll hear this during the stream. Right now, I'm doing this in anticipation of doing some post production and syncing it to the video and putting a few of the big plays. It's like a sporting event, really.
The highlight reel.
Yeah, highlight reel. Till what time? What time is it now?
20 after 12. Here, Mickey can tell you.
This isn't letting me do anything. I didn't even bring this up. All of a sudden, it's in my pocket. Like this computer or this phone is really. Yeah, it's just kind of frozen.
Well, I'm gonna run in and use your restroom. And then
Yeah.
Howard,
Is it open? I think it is because
I think
that
David was here for this. The greatest
one of the customers ran right in.
The jury duty person was praising the donut, and she said, "Is this an old recipe that your husband
Just replying to Brenda. Brenda Steen, open until 1:30.
Can't believe what a busy day this has been. So the guy who went running into the building, who was that?
Aaron, was that his name?
Yeah, Aaron, that's right. Yeah.
He's Mr. Big as far as I'm concerned. He really did his homework. He's very serious.
I was wondering, because I was serving another
I
customer,
think he's
so
a-
I couldn't hear what you were talking about.
I think Aaron is a donut influencer.
Oh. Was he the one who mentioned St. Catherine's? One of them mentioned St. Catherine's and Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts.
He's the second person that mentioned Voodoo Donuts.
Yes, I know. That's right. He did.
I mean, that place seems
Does
to
he
be...
work around here, Aaron? Or where was he from? Do we remember? He seemed to know
I
a lot.
don't know if I asked him. I was
Yeah.
I was kind of on my heels.
It was so funny. We got right away these connoisseurs, people who really knew their donuts, were flocking.
Yeah, this is
today.
a little different
And
today.
they were there when we opened. I came out the door, and there were already
Worried that we were going to
customers.
run out because they understood
Yeah.
that
People
sometimes
were
we
there
run
right
out.
from the beginning. Yeah, that one gentleman from Delta Sonic.
Chris
was there
Green
right
is
at the
going to
beginning.
understand that.
Yeah. Chris Green is going to understand as we're selling his donuts.
There's a big boom over next door at what is it? Looks like breaking news.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Big crane doing things over there on the old Miller stable next door, which is being converted into a new culinary school for the Buffalo school systems. They might be putting, who knows what, maybe they're putting up or taking down roof units.
We've been swamped. I mean, the last
Real good.
maybe slow, but when I came out at 11:30, people were already here. Wow.
I'm actually screwing over people selling stuff they've reserved.
Otherwise, compartmentalized. This is the gift shop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's slowly.
Control and command
Yeah, and accounting.
and accounting. And then your cold case file.
Cold case. Well, you know, it's kind of exciting waiting to hear feedback from Aaron.
Yeah. See how he feels about those.
He
donuts.
invested in a dozen donuts, and a dozen donuts is $24. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so, you know, so not only,
Didn't he take 2 dozen?
no, 1 dozen,
Oh, all right.
right?
I thought he took 2 dozen. I thought that was what was so dangerous about the whole.
No, no, I think he took a dozen. There's 6 packs, so we gave him 2 bags.
Okay.
So it might have looked like 2 dozen.
All right. I thought he said 2 dozen, but you've got it on tape, so we'll know.
Well, I don't know if I had this running yet.
I noticed he was in a hurry.
Well,
He was excited to be here, but he was in a hurry. He sure ran into the building in a hurry. I thought we were going to have to tackle him.
yeah, yeah, and then he was like so directed, you know, mentally focused. I thought, and he was asking me like how long I thought he was like an official, that he was, you know, with an agency, and maybe I started thinking, you know, okay, do I got all my paperwork with me and everything, you know, he was that, you know, he's that official about his donut connoisseuring.
Yeah. You seem to have all your paperwork in order.
We do, and I got another folder I keep back there full of incidentals that you never know you might need beyond what the requirements.
Sure. Okay, well, I'm off. But you knew that.
Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by, Actor Dave Lundy.
I'll see you later,
Very glad
Mary.
you did. You brought us good luck as usual.
Thanks for coming, David.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, I smoked the cigar you gave me for my birthday. And hi, how are you? And I smoked it on Sunday
Oh, nice.
here. Well, and I just caught up on some lounge practicing and had the cigar and a little shot of tequila with it. Sipped it. And that cigar went, you know, not only did it go the distance, but it's just a great cigar.
Was it?
Yeah, I know it was
I haven't tried it yet.
something I would recommend trying it. It was really yummy,
Oh, good.
really good cigar.
Good, I'm glad.
And it burned really well, you know.
Well,
So
that was suggested
it had
by
good manners.
Jason Ward over at Virgin
Yeah,
Avenue
I would,
Tobacconist.
you know, if I was going in there to buy a cigar, I'd probably likely, but if I saw him there, I'd probably say, I'm just gonna get another one of those. It did so well, you know.
You're not really going to be in a position to need to buy cigars for another 20, 30 years.
Probably not unless I, you know, just start smoking them at a faster rate. But I,
How are you?
good.
I'd like a donut, please.
Well, who wouldn't?
One
That's what I
donut,
say.
Mary.
All right, Howard. I'll
Where
see
do you guys
soon.
work? Oh, New Era, great.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Actor Dave Lundy.
Thank you. How much do I owe
Do you both work at New Era?
Sorry? Yes.
You both work at New Era?
Yes.
See, you're not smokers, or we'd know each other, because smokers all
Oh,
come over to
yeah.
use the bench.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, not us.
We're doing a stream, but the audio isn't streamed. I'm just going to sync it for highlights.
Everybody getting donuts?
My friends like to see it. They're, you know,
She's
they're,
very good on TV. No, I'm not.
she looks like
I'm
she looks
not-
like a
I'm not good
professional,
on
like
TV. I don't operate
news
machinery
face.
Well.
She does. You do have that.
So, you're totally gonna be on it.
Yeah. What do you guys do? What department are you in over there?
We're both in baseball.
In baseball.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was a department.
Yeah.
Well, what do you like? You,
Biggest and best, obviously.
you like? What do you
So,
What do
I
you
do
do? I know
marketing.
there's marketing.
For baseball.
Wow.
Kathleen does product for baseball.
Product.
Yes.
How do you do product?
How do we do product?
Yeah.
Well,
What does that mean? How do you do product?
Well, we work with MLB directly, and we come up with lines and get them to approve them, and then we kind of
Wow.
develop them with designers, share it with the sales reps, and tell
Wow.
them how to.
That's
manage
really-
The
accounts.
manufacturing
That's really in the
of caps.
DNA of the whole
Yeah.
That's right.
thing.
Her job is way more important than my job.
Well, it's not.
Well,
Obviously,
I think
marketing.
I
you
think
know
all
the
these.
importance. That's
all-
why we're on
I-
audio.
yeah. See, I wear all that.
Are you
Literally
recording
wear all the
us right
hats.
now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's not live streaming though. I'm just gonna. You
That's
know.
what we hear.
But this is so good. I think it's gonna make it to the highlight film.
Oh gosh.
She's got the look for it,
And
right?
a face for
And
radio.
the voice.
A face for radio.
So, how do you? What kind of marketing?
So it's, for example, like our special event caps. We manage. Our marketing team manages the overall creative team, plus our retail marketing team, our social media team, our e-com. So we are at the nucleus of making sure
Wow.
all of those.
I wish you were a smoker because I'd love to have some marketing conversations. You know, I learned so much from
Sorry.
my friends over here.
Well, yes, I'm sure they have plenty of good nuggets to share.
Well, no, little things like I'll be working on graphics or something, and they'll throw their 2 cents in. And,
Yeah.
and their 2 cents
That's
are
cool.
worth
Yeah,
at
for
least
sure.
that.
At
Yeah.
least 10.
At least,
At least a
10
dime.
cents.
At least a dime.
They are.
I'm just kidding.
you can pay me in donuts.
So we do
There you
all
go.
our own marketing and graphics. See, we have a hat line. This
Very
is my
nice.
broadcaster line.
Cool.
That's a custom.
And I've got a donut hat, like my wife is
I
wearing.
like the donut hat, yes.
And we do all that right in house. The vinyl, we got vinyl cutting and
Cool.
Oh,
everything.
cool.
You know, so
Very cool.
Yeah, the word's getting out across the way for donuts.
Yeah.
it is. Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my marketing strategy. Is kind of like to get around the population, kind of like a flu virus,
Yeah. It's just
Slowly
like,
but
just
surely.
what you want.
like a bacteria. You know, you shake hands and the next takes a while, but
It works.
it seems to be.
Yeah.
See, this dog's been here a couple of times. India's calling for a
Dog loves
donut.
donuts.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, suspicious. Suspicious.
That's a big poodle.
It is.
Yeah.
That poodle's new around here. Actually,
Isn't
yeah.
that quite the prance?
He's always a poodle.
They all prance like that?
I think so.
Looks,
They're all very
yeah,
proud dogs.
Good. Good for
good,
them.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for my donut.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. My name's Howard.
I'm Kathleen.
Kathleen, nice to know you, Kathleen.
Jesse.
Jesse,
I'm sure we'll
Kathleen.
be back.
I'm sure we will.
I hope
maybe,
so.
Maybe in an hour.
We've tested it
You know,
already, so.
this park was built for my friends to use. We named it after Steve Station, radio guy.
Yeah.
And I'm buying, we got trees, grass.
Yeah.
You know, you don't.
Hopefully the weather holds for.
We're only open on Tuesdays, so you don't have
Yeah.
to feel like believe me, they never feel like they're under any obligation to buy anything. They just,
Hang around.
yeah, they're my honesty group. You know, if I could get them interested in anything, I know I really got a winner.
Yeah.
They're
there you
just
go.
brutally,
Sorry.
But thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Get there early.
A couple of new people from New Era Cap.
Yeah.
And, oh, Joanne. Oh, you know those girls. Mark,
With Kathleen.
They're in baseball. I love that.
Kathleen, and
I think they
And-
said
and-
Cassie, but I'm not sure.
Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen's in marketing. She's the taller one. That's Kath.
No,
Oh, Kathleen's. I'm so bad with girls. I'm just bad with. She's in product, so you work with product. As she's designing things, they.
No, she doesn't design. I design. She's the one that puts in the request
Yeah,
for what.
that's what I meant. Kind of designing the line,
Oh,
the concept for. Wow, it's really something. Yeah, I encourage them to come by and use Steve Seashine Park. They don't have to smoke. For you, yes, sir. Anybody with a 9mm gets. Absolutely, sir. Where do you work?
I work for Homeland Security.
Oh, right across the street.
They're in-house. They investigate. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah.
excellent. See that? Don't shoot Joanne. She's supposed to be here. The gentleman outside is with the gun is with Homeland Security across the street. We ran out of donuts. I'm just grabbing a couple. Hope he likes them. He's got this big giant gun on his side. Luckily, he seems to be in a pretty good mood. Most people are happy when they're acquiring donuts. That's what I like about the donut business. You know, everybody's happy. Chris Green isn't going to be happy. I'm juggling his inventory. But we'll make him happy. We've got ways to do this. Going out.
I need two.
Two?
More.
Okay.
Yep, I got.
How many?
I got
do you
three
need?
more over there. She picked up.
Oh, great. Well, you
Total of
guys are
5.
doing a good job for us.
No,
Yeah,
you gotta keep it going here.
you.
Thank you very
Very
much.
good.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Take care. Thank you.
Okay, so we got 2 more here.
Yeah. How are you today, sir?
Good one, yourself?
Excellent.
All right. So you have, what, 2 left? Is that it?
Well, I got more.
He's got more inside.
I got more.
How many would you like?
Well, so I either have a 50 or I have 250 on me. So if you can break a 50, I'll give you a
Sure.
I'll break a 50.
We'll do anything to sell a donut.
So tell you what, I'll take 5.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That would be 10. So,
Well, there's.
do you have another, say, oh no, I can do this. So that would be 5.
5.
Times 2 is 10.
How many you got
Means
out here?
40. I've got 2.
Okay, I'll get 3 right away so we don't keep the gentleman waiting.
We need 1 more because someone just brought one.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the 3.
Okay.
And I've got
Yeah,
some
we just
change
need,
too.
We just need 1 single, 1 more.
I brought a bag of money out for
Okay, we
giving
need 1
each.
more donut?
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you need change? Were you breaking?
I got change, yeah.
Oh, she took
Yes,
care.
I already.
See,
already
she's
settled
rich. She
that.
holds out.
She just doesn't
She
tell you
holds
about
out on me. She
Yes.
told me she had $5. You work across the street?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So I
Howard.
remember- Lars. I
Nice to
remember
see you
we had
again.
a long conversation when you were about your old your gadgets you used to make when you were.
Yeah, that's
so-
what paid for this place.
Yeah. When are you guys gonna open?
Well, I'm applying for the liquor license. I'm in the process now.
Okay.
And so it'll be, I don't know, is the answer, but we're getting there. It's
Getting
gonna,
there.
I mean, really gonna, yes. I'm gonna start opening. Gonna do a piano bar is one of the first things I do
Nice.
on Fridays.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just to,
Piano bar with the liquor license would be good.
for they say the first few things you try fail, so we might as well fail with something we really enjoy doing,
Yeah. Are you gonna play piano or?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So it's guaranteed to fail.
Yeah. Well, my partner, he's a huge piano player, so I guarantee he'll.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
Yeah,
great.
so-
Yeah, we have a little piano bar in there. We've been roughing together, and yeah, send them over. Talk about it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you. I got a call. at 1,
Thank
so-
you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. See you again.
You guys are on a roll this morning.
Okay, I don't have any left out here right now except for the.
I got a few. Plus, we could always screw over Chris. I brought this bag of money out just to make change, and I didn't. We got donut bags full of money.
Well, don't mistakenly give that to people who
Yeah. Here's your bonus.
Can you bring out a few more singles?
Yeah.
I get nervous.
What a great day. Okay, we got more Homeland Security people coming by. These were repeat offenders, ladies and gentlemen, and That's always nice to see, is return customers that raving about their previous experience with our donuts. Hi everyone, this is Howard back in the press box here. There's just a lot of action, and we're going to be able to do a kind of a highlight film that we'll be broadcasting a little later after the event today, maybe tonight or tomorrow. And I do have audio for that, and I've got audio on me, but I'm going to have to sync it in post-production because we don't have wireless mics yet, but I'll try to have some for next week. Here's a split screen. We're just having a really interesting day. We're almost sold out. We're kind of oversold. I'm juggling inventory, and some very interesting and significant donut customers today. Not only important repeat offenders from some of our neighboring businesses that we're trying to infiltrate and get hooked on our donuts. So we're getting some great feedback today on repeaters and some new people from those buildings that heard about us through word of mouth. But we had some real ringers show up today, people that are like honest to goodness donut connoisseurs that travel great distances. And so we're waiting for a gentleman named Aaron he bought a dozen, and he got here early. He was concerned that we might have sold out. He's been researching the City of Buffalo Department of Coffee and Donuts quite a bit. I mean, he knew all about us and things that really surprised me. And he's a big donut influencer, so we're looking forward to his review. You know, I feel up to the challenge, so we'll just see what's going on. Nice to see you, Tom Kiefer. Shout out to Tom out there. Well, I'm going to get back out there where I had to run in to grab some more donuts. I mean, we're really scraping the bottom of the box. We're juggling inventory. Technically, we were out of donuts some time ago, but I'm juggling some things here. When you're commissioner, you could dip into some unknown funds of donuts. So I'm going to turn the camera back onto the booth like that. And what time is it here? It's only 1:45, and we're definitely not going to make it till 1:30, even with our juggled inventory. But more than just the quantity of donuts, ladies and gentlemen, today represented. We've had just some big important donut buyers for several different reasons, and to make today really interesting. And you'll see more of that in the highlight film that we'll do afterwards, and that will have the audio. I am recording these conversations taking place out at the booth on my digital recorder, and we'll sync that up in post-production. Hopefully next week you'll have live stream with audio. So we'll see you later. Brenda Steen, we're open at 1:30. Let me know if we need to hold a donut for you. And we'll see you all very soon. I'm now walking out. I better grab a couple more. There's only one left in this box. this is.
This
Oh,
is
we got those 3.
Yeah, I was wondering about those. Should we bag those up? Go on and bag these up.
Are people looking at them when they order? Or are they just coming up?
I don't think people look at them. No.
Because they weren't even on display. Really.
No, they weren't. I couldn't get them to stay here because I think I was missing it.
I'm back inside, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how well you could hear me over there, but I actually brought the display case in so we can bag these up because we're getting to be that out of donuts where we're selling our display units. You can hear the double checking the packaging here. It's exciting when people with guns step up to the booth and buy donuts. And the guys in suits with guns. Interesting people downtown.
I happen to have a 20 in my that I started with too, which made me.
You were able
so
to
it
break
was
a
20.
50.
I was able to break the 50 because I had to hit another 10, so I did it.
Here comes a bunch of guys. They seem to be heading in this direction.
Here, do you want to do the honors for me?
You know what I think we're going to do is like break into what's this one here?
That's
Is
one.
that inventory?
Yeah, so we got
4. What we could do is we got those dozen there. Gentlemen, nice to see you.
How we doing?
Wonderful. Wow, great. This is awesome.
Yeah. The word is spread. I'll just do a donut, please.
Would you guys like to? We've got 2 bags of 6. If you're going to accumulatively buy a number of donuts, we could, you could have one of the rare large bags, collectible large bags, or I'll put them. I got plenty of small bags too. We can.
I think only a couple of us are getting. Yeah. It's good to keep in mind, though.
Do you have coffee?
Well, no, we're the Department of Coffee and Donuts. We don't have coffee. It's a separate license.
All
They
right.
they haven't deemed us mature enough to have that.
I'm just going to get a cup of coffee.
So, are there any first donut eaters here today?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, congratulations, sir.
We're looking forward to this for a long time now.
I got a live stream, but the audio is not live. But I could sync it for like a highlight film. Wow. But if I can ask you, my name's Howard, by the way. I'm the proprietor, commissioner.
Cool.
Department of Coffee. What did they tell you about the donuts? What did they mention that got you to try one?
Well, I just kind of more so heard around that, like I work right over at New Era, so I see that this kiosk exists. And then someone said that you actually sell donuts and other things out of it. So
I see.
I've never
sort
seen,
of a search and destroy mission.
but I've never seen anyone here before. So then finally someone came
It
up
is
to me
rare.
today and
Yeah,
said,
we're only open 2 hours a week on Tuesdays.
huh.
It's a scarcity thing.
Yeah, right.
What department? What do you work in over at New Era?
Marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Well, see, we got a real guerrilla marketing operation going here.
Right. So are you guys only open on Tuesdays for donuts, or is there other?
Yeah, no, that's it. I got the office hours here.
Very cool.
But we'll be expanding. It's just nice to be. I've owned this building for years, and I'm finally opening. I'm getting a liquor license. It's in progress. It's still going to be months before they let me let people inside the building.
Right.
So it's just really rewarding to be doing anything. on the
Yeah.
property. You know, like even selling a donut.
Right.
You know, it's so that's really why we're doing it. Also, it's we're learning from people what they want.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is like the marketing
Yeah.
thing. You know, it's like street sidewalk level input that you guys have trouble. You know, corporations have trouble getting that kind of feedback, right?
Yeah. We'll spread the word.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care. Yeah. So New Era boys.
They're the third group from New Era.
I don't think my marketing talk was entrancing that young marketing man, but
What was he? Oh,
he's
he
a marketing guy.
Oh, I think they get a kick out of the whole
I
thing.
think they're on the way there. Nice group of guys from New Era Marketing. Gee, all of a sudden these buildings are starting to yield people that we've never seen before.
I'm starting to think the fall is going to be good for us. I think the cooler day might have something to do with
Well,
it. I was just talking to
anecdotally
Joanne,
it is.
Speaking out loud, but I think people start looking forward to their hot cup of coffee and they want a donut to go with it. It's it's more than say on a really broiling day.
It could be the
There's something about
during maybe in anticipation of winter. Maybe we have like survival instincts where you want to eat.
That's true too. I think
Eat
that's,
fat?
I believe that. I believe that.
It could be.
Yeah, I think maybe that might even be more. Well, it's tied into the other thing too, where it adds to that craving for a coffee and a donut. You know, something hot and a donut, and they got their coffee back at their desk, but you want a donut to go with it. I definitely.
And they're out.
I think things are going to pick up.
They were out in that group was out like in a pack of hunter-gatherers.
Yeah.
Oh, there were like 8 of them, 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, I know.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. You haven't seen. Where have you been at a different lot? Where have you been at a different lot?
I'm here.
Oh, I never see you.
Yeah, take it now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're around.
Yeah. How you been?
Good.
Good.
Good. You look good.
Yeah, I'm working there.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, we'll see you later.
Do we sell the floor models?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quick. 4 models.
That's what I was joking with
So-
Dave Lundy about the 4 models.
All right, we'll wait. We won't jinx it. But as soon as we need some of those, I'll grab a bag and take them in. And
Yeah, because we can always explain to Chris later. Was he going to come down and get them or what?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Well, I could always, I could always give him his in the next day or two.
You could always make
he
another
offered,
batch.
He
and
offered,
give
yeah,
it
he
to him.
offered that
Yeah.
last time.
Oh, that's a good
Small
idea.
business people are very understanding.
Yes.
As long as he gets some,
Yes.
because he can't. There's no way he's going to go through that many in
That's
a day.
true. Yeah. Yeah, we could always make more.
Or I can give him ones that I pre-froze, but it's kind of nice to have those on ice.
Yeah.
For a true emergency.
Are you going to be able to get the Etsy record out today?
Sure.
Okay. I know. I realized because you explained it to me. Once you get the label, it shows her that it's been shipped. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have
As
to
long as it gets out, 'cause
shrink
this one's
wrap
so
it.
expensive.
Yeah.
This one probably doesn't need the shrink wrapping because it's in its shrink.
Oh,
Yeah, I usually don't. I mean, I don't think we shrink wrap one. 'cause
yeah,
That was one of the
otherwise
selling
it
points.
hides the shrink.
Yeah, so just get it in the box. Is this a donut customer pulling up with trepidation?
I don't think so. I don't, but who knows?
Parking lot up by
What's going to be good for you?
Well,
Donut season.
it's.
I saw, again, building up that the Homeland Security guy was saying how other people in his office had been telling him how good they were.
Yeah. So one guy with the suit and the huge gun.
Yeah.
He's a big guy too.
Yeah, yeah, he was. Is that the? Yeah. Yeah. You know, I love these guys. And with the cops.
Cops
they're
moving.
around here.
Cops are busy moving 2-3 doors down.
I know. This is great. Yeah, we're sitting in a boat.
Here comes a tour bus, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's out of view of the
Can you
camera.
imagine if they pulled over and swamped us? And giant tour bus pulls over. They'll end up having to split one donut.
Well, it's good. I like the positive affirmation we got from so many people today.
We've had a couple of not so great weeks. I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while there's a pause in the action, I'd like to discuss another issue with you here that it's been on my mind a lot lately. Something pretty troubling. I was going through some security camera footage last night. Not for any reason. I don't know. I just wanted to see if I should delete certain things or not, and I just wanted to see what they were of to make sure I wasn't deleting something cool. And I saw that on Saturday. Now, I was not here on Saturday. Or if I was, I came down like in the evening to check on things. But apparently there was some event going on based on this camera footage that you're seeing here. It was the same camera. And as you can see, out of your peripheral vision on your left, you can see my silver car parked there, right? You're able to see that far. Well, a car pulled up. First of all, a truck pulled up and was partially blocking my driveway. That's what got my attention. The guy was just hanging over by a few feet, so if I would have come down and needed my spot, it would have been a little tough to get through. So that got my attention, so I'm looking at them, and then somebody completely, apparently unrelated to that vehicle, goes by and tries to pull in the driveway and can't because the truck was blocking it. So the guy backed up, and in a pretty skillful driving maneuver, backed up into the neighboring parking lot, kept backing up through a void, and pulled backwards into my parking spot, into my driveway next to the booth, and got out. And all I could see is the nose sticking out of the car, and I could see them get out of the car because it jounced. But they walked out of camera view where I couldn't see the person at all. They stayed almost an hour in my parking spot, uninvited. Came back, saw the car move as they got in, couldn't see the people. And then they drove off. Now, I examined the footage more closely, and I was able to notice a reflection in the glass of the booth where I was actually able to see that it was two perpetrators, two large men. One was wearing a red bright red jacket that had kind of a white something on it, pattern. I was also able to get the license number by blowing up the image. I actually did get the license number. And I'm going to show the video. I'm going to post the video. In fact, maybe I'll insert it during this commentary. And I'm going to show it to car experts Ryan Lysars and Jim Corbin, because they know cars really well. And they're going to know what model and year it is. And I've got the license. And I'm going to keep my eye out for this guy to see if it's... He looked like he'd done it before. He executed this maneuver with precision as if it had been rehearsed.
Wait, hold into the spot.
And if I had come down here and all the spots are taken because it looked like there was probably an event going on at the convention center, and I couldn't get to the Department of Coffee and Donuts, believe me, there would have been some kind of price to pay. So, for sure, he would not have been leaving when he wanted to, because my car would have found a way to block his in indefinitely. So, I'm going to show you that. See what you make out of the whole affair.
You're going to show the footage?
I'm going to. I actually made a YouTube video that I posted last night. It's just a private video because I intend on giving the link to Ryan and Jim so that they could help identify the model and year of the car. So anyway, that's on my mind today too, and I'm happy I can share it with you.
That's interesting.
It is. It makes me wonder, like, what goes on here.
Yeah, when you're not.
And like, this is not acceptable.
No.
Who
knows what?
I'm having a get off the lawn moment every time I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you do wonder what's going on. Yeah, what are they doing? And that they're appropriating the space as their own at that hour.
Yeah. You know what I would have done? Because he came in here because there was nobody parked on the end. Mm-hmm. I would have put this car sideways.
And blocked it.
Legally on our property. Mm-hmm. Sideways. Mm-hmm. And I would have left.
Oh, yeah.
I would have left.
Yes, just left.
I would have left. I would have taken the bus or something and just, I don't want to know.
Yeah. So we parked right there where this
yeah.
is.
Yeah. And he pulled back like as far as he could.
Yeah.
So there would have been, a whole space here.
And how long were they here? About an hour?
Almost an hour. The nerve.
And what were they doing? Could you see anything, or they just parked there for?
No, because the only time I could see them was in the reflection on this glass.
Oh, I see, and that's when.
But I was able to, when he backed in.
He had done it before.
So what he did is, there was a pickup truck parked here with his ass sticking out.
Okay.
And that's what got my attention. I'm thinking, what the heck? How could these people be so inconsiderate?
Yeah.
And so I started looking at it, and then I noticed soon after that, the car, it was a black car, a black four-door.
Okay.
And I looked at the whole tape, after that. And he came southbound and drove by the first time.
Yes.
Which never would have stood out.
Yeah.
But I was looking for that particular car. Then he came back this way, north, and he pulled up and he was trying to make a right and pull into our driveway, but this truck was blocking it. Yeah. So he backed up and backed in to the neighboring apron, swung in, and then maybe he's got a backup cam, because I mean, it was just a pretty, I got to admit, the guy's a good driver, because he came in, backed up, and backed up here.
I got to admit, he's a pretty good driver. Yeah.
Now, while he was backing in, or pulling out, one or the other, I froze the frames and I enlarged it. And I was able to get, I never thought I'd get a license number. You never get stuff from a camera when you want it. But I was able to get his license number. I wrote it down. So I'm watching for that car, just to see if it's a regular. Now, if it was somebody going to an event, it might not be a regular guy. It's just,
but he was only here for an hour.
But the fact that he did this, as he just did it as if he had done it before.
Yeah.
He just did it too artfully.
Yes, yeah, like he's using the spot. Oh no, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I got this. Yeah. Man, I would have had that thing mini towed so quick.
Yeah.
Or tried to get the police
Yes.
to me, so the guy's stuck with a several $100 bill.
Yeah, just box him in. Yeah, that's annoying. And what time? It was at night?
No, it was probably in the morning.
Oh, okay.
You know, and often I'm here, you know.
Yes, I know.
Of course, if I was here, he wouldn't have pulled in, you know, because I would have been in the spot.
But it would be really, yeah, if you ever get here and he's here with box him in.
It's just weird, though, if you're going to, unless it's somebody that goes to, I'm assuming there was something going on at the convention center. There was something going on somewhere. Unless there was some kind of a Niagara Square protest or something. There were a lot of people. It looked like all the street parking was taken, and there were a lot of people walking around. But it did not look like they were all at the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't like dressed for a protest. I didn't see any pink hats or anything.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like that kind of a group. But but then there was a pickup truck with toolboxes on it. So it could have, lots of times when you see a lot of pickup trucks, there's some kind of home show or something.
Yeah, some reason. When did this happen? Yesterday?
Saturday. You know, I just spotted it by accident.
Yeah.
I was just wanting to delete some large files.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure, you know, I wasn't deleting a Donut Tuesday or something. Or a Lounge Academy.
I love how the donuts are getting famous in the area. I do like what the word is.
Well, yeah, that's what we wanted
That
to
guy
happen.
who was there when we opened, pretty much, well, there was the Delta Sonic guy, and then there was, and I don't know how he heard about them. I can't remember what the story was there, but the other guy
Online, there must be some discussions going on.
Yeah, we got to get online and look it over. And the guy, the second guy, he ordered a whole bundle of them right away. Who had heard?
How many did he buy?
Yeah, I've been pretty good with the record keeping. Yeah, the first one I crossed things out. I think.
I just want to double check.
Yes. Okay. Okay, the first one I have where I was scratching off the date was 3. So one of them bought 3 and the other one bought 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
right off the
interested.
bat.
I'm interested in the guy who, Aaron. Well, where's Aaron's receipt?
Oh, it's further on down. Sorry, I got a whole bunch of them today. I put the last 3 all on one for 6, 3.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. There was the 12. Who bought the 12?
Okay, that was him.
Okay.
Okay, and we gave him 2 bags. There was just a little confusion. Dave Lundy thought he might have bought 2 dozen. And I said, well,
No.
you might have thought that because
No,
I handed him
just
2
one.
bags.
It was only 1 dozen.
And then I
remember
started
doing all that.
second guessing, and it's like, I I hope he didn't pay us for 2 dozen and we gave him a dozen.
No, it was not.
So
It
everything's,
was a dozen. I
everything's
remember
right.
that distinctly.
Yeah.
Because I remember he said to you, "Can I have a dozen?" And you said yes. And I was following that discussion very carefully. Lars, Block 5. I wrote down his name. Who was Lars again? He was the guy from. I can kind of picture him. He was the blonde guy in the suit. I was trying to jot down a name if I thought about it.
We really suck at people's names and faces and
I know.
who they
I
are.
will get better. I'm gonna get better.
We got to be more like Byron Brown.
Well, part of it will get better with time because right now we're new at the selling and it's taken up. It takes a lot of my brain power, even just to do the simplest math because I'm a little bit harried and nuts up.
And everybody is pretty new.
Yes, and I mean, it's all I can do to multiply 2 times 5.
Yeah, I know.
But I will
have
get
trouble.
better. I'm just and then I'm trying to be graceful about the money. And
I'm glad you said that because I'm not used to doing it either.
Yeah,
and I find
under
myself while I'm
pressure.
doing basic arithmetic and it's like taxing.
Yes.
You know, it's like what?
Yes, I have to do it twice in my head to make sure I got it right, and then to make sure I give the correct change and avoid any awkwardness.
Oh, good. I thought it was. I thought I was just me.
Because we're new at this, and we don't, we do it once a week, and so it's not enough. We still need a little more time.
I thought I needed more ginkgo biloba.
Yeah, no, that's the way it is. But just then to get the names and half of it, I'm better than I was at the beginning, so I know I'm better. But it's a challenge. And I told you, I always sleep very soundly Tuesday night because it's kind of, it's taxing for you.
Kind of cleansing.
Yeah. Back when I had the sleep problems, I remember reading somewhere one guy had done he had to beat the problem for himself, and one thing he had learned was that mental stuff can be even better than he said. Everyone thinks of physical exercise as the solution to make sure you sleep soundly, but mental exercise can do it also. Yeah, it's something better at it. We've had such a string of people today. Because there's some people who are repeat customers and I don't even recognize them.
Yeah, no word from Chris Green. Maybe he got swamped or something.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't send me a message. Well, it's okay. It's actually working out great. Because he'll, he's good.
Yes.
He's good as gold.
Yeah. He's near our house too, so
Yeah.
we could always run it back. It'll be nice when he's even nearer up on
That's right. He'll be.
yeah, he'll be right across.
He'll be
from
within
that
walking
tire place,
distance.
too. Yeah, right across from Marshall's.
From Golden Motors and not too far from
Yeah.
the house too.
Yeah.
He's actually
yeah,
closer.
Right there. He's on the other side of Pet Supplies.
He's about the same distance as me.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little closer.
That'll be good. Nice having him there. I was wondering if they named those streets after the Buffalo families because there's Rand and then there's Knox right next to each other.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe they own the property.
Yeah, Rand is the street right by Pet Supplies, and then Knox is the next one. And I went past it yesterday. I saw the Valvoline place. I saw it. Yeah, I have to get my car over to the tire place.
Yeah, let's give that Mavic a try. Although,
One at Marshall's.
yeah, I went in there. You know, it wasn't like my experience with Goodyear, where I knew these guys had been there for decades, and they were just, you know, really, really good. I went over and asked some questions. I only went there once, but I went there to ask some questions about their alignments. So I was thinking of getting my Corvette aligned, and I'm very like fussy about it. And the people there, they just seemed like they just hated being there. And
Well, maybe I shouldn't take it there then. There are a lot of tire places.
but I mean, they should be able to fix a tire.
Yeah. Yeah, check for.
I mean, I really like being within walking distance of a place, because then you don't have to call Uber or anything.
Yes, I know. That is nice. You get a little walk in. And there's a lot of places to go to right around there, too. You can always go to, I mean, there are a million places I can go to. Dollar Tree at Dovetail's nice
Yeah.
with a lot of things if they need a half an hour with
Yeah,
your car.
yeah, you don't have to cross any
Supercuts,
streets.
Dollar Tree. Yeah.
And then Chris's place is going to be right across the street from there.
That's
so
really
if
great.
you're ever doing something
Yeah.
that involves tires and
That's right. Even the gym
Mechanical.
isn't far. It's nice.
I guess they've had some good tire sales there. One of my neighbors out there bought some tires. He said they had a great deal on them. And I need some. One of these years, I got to buy snow tires. I'd like to buy like some really kick-ass. The ones I want though are like $600 for this car.
Oh.
And then I wind up driving the Buick anyway, you know.
I can't believe how busy today was.
I mean, we could close on time today.
Yeah, I think we could. I'm really encouraged looking ahead to the fall. I can't believe what this cool day did. I mean, who knows when that will be. But it's so cool we're getting the increased traffic from New Era right across the street. Remember the first few weeks there was nobody from New Era?
No, I love today.
Today was
We
a
had
great day.
we had so many
Walk-ups and
repeat. We didn't get. I'd like to see more City Hall.
yeah.
They're further away though.
Yes,
you know.
they are.
But they're a
It's
biggie.
a little cool. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It would be good to have it. I like the guy from the food truck.
Yeah, he's good.
I like him.
Yeah.
He was great on the microphone. Funny.
I should give him some more donuts to sell tonight off the truck.
Yeah. Is he around here during the day, or what is the story?
Well, he must not be too far away if he comes
yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I like the idea of thinking about a partnership with the food, because it's advertising for us too. They get the donuts, and maybe.
Well, it's business.
Yeah. Yeah, it's business, and it would get the donut out there. Those food trucks have prestige too. They're looked at as little celebrities as they ride around town. People like those. They love those food trucks. And going to Larkin Food Truck Tuesday at Larkinville.
Might have to bump. Cut the discounting and just go with our regular retail price of $3. Here comes Dave, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow, we got one more for Dave.
He usually buys one, so this might work out. Yeah, I put it inside for safekeeping. Oh no, is there? Yeah. Mary just put Dave's cartoon. You might have seen that if for putting something in the window.
I love Dave's little car.
That's a cartoon Dave drew. Not on his traditional napkin though. This one looks like it's on a recipe card. So she made sure it was being displayed. We took it down to clean the windows.
He's got the red phone. Everything's right.
Money is coming out of Dave's wallet. He's on the phone. He's holding the phone in his right hand.
We got one donut.
He's now holding the phone in his shoulder, and he's triple counting his $2 to make sure that he's can do a efficient transaction. And I think Dave's going to be good for a single. I think we're going to see a single play coming up. I wonder if he's on the phone with Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo's a team that their name keeps coming up today.
No.
No, you're not. We got one left. Nice to see you, Dave.
Nice to be here. Nice to be seen. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate the return business.
Oh, absolutely. That's a sign of a good product and good service is the return.
Yeah, and it's not a good sign when they don't return.
No, well, unless they're dead.
Conversely.
But that's the only excuse I think is really valid.
Yeah.
These are lovely.
Here, the camera's in the...
These are really terrific donuts, and I'm very, very fond of them. Fond enough to actually eat them. And I like Howard too, but I'm not going to eat Howard.
Well, if you're willing to consume something, that's...
But if Howard were glazed, and then I would be tempted. Let's take a look.
If it was deep fried.
If he was deep fried.
Anything's good deep fried.
Let's take a look, shall we? Now that is a good-looking donut.
It is. It's making me hungry.
Thank you.
I just salivated. I like Pavlov's dog watching him eat that. You'd think I'd be sick of these by now, but yeah, you're good. I mean, you didn't pay, but you're good.
Who do you pay?
At the kiosk there. I mean, if you're standing right here, just...
I've got to see somebody briefly.
Oh, then you should pay.
I should
Yeah.
tell them to walk down here.
That's even cheaper.
Yeah.
Boots start walking.
Can you start walking down to the donut booth?
He handles that phone like the way like Captain Kirk handles his communicator. Wonder who he's meeting. He's meeting came down here not only to buy a donut, but somehow coordinated it with some sort of rendezvous.
Howard, we're out of singles now. Do you have any more bags? We still got
Yeah, I got bags, so we could
got
always...
the dozen. Are we going to break it out or just call it a day?
Well, I think it'll be good luck if we don't...
Oh, I see. Okay, so we'll stay until 1:30.
Well, yeah, it's. I'm going to sync it up with the live stream for a highlights film later. We don't have coffee, Dave.
You separate license for coffee?
We're the Department of Coffee and Donuts.
I could put money in this machine. My friend's gonna walk over to the spot.
Okay. So who's this
Get a coffee
mysterious friend?
and start walking down. My friend Teresa.
Oh, it's a female.
Yeah. I feel a friend, not a lover.
Well, there's a lot of songs about this.
But we have a lot of fun with Teresa and I are out and about. We said we're actually lovers, but just not with each other. She can do a fantastic like Eastern European snotty rich woman's accent. That's probably her right now.
Can we role play and have her do that?
Hello, Teresa.
Is that her?
Yes, we're going to get a
She already
coffee.
picked up some guy. She's walking with some guy with a tie.
When you approach the donut shop, you have to use your snotty rich lady's accent. So we walked into this. We were in Florida, New York City together for something.
You guys travel together.
Yeah.
Now, we were just having a conversation about over some songs Friday night around the piano about like just friends.
That's right, yeah. That always gets the conversation.
And the other song, This is the End of a Beautiful Friendship.
That's right.
Yeah.
It ended a drink ago.
Yeah, yeah. We changed the words to "it ended a drink ago," and everyone just bursts out laughing. It's the funniest thing to hear. Like,
So there were some suppositions going around, and I floated the theory that perhaps.
all right.
You can't pass. best homemade donut you'll ever have in your life.
Okay.
If you die
Well,
today,
that's-
you will have had this donut.
I have $1. Does that buy me a donut?
It's the end of the
Wow.
donut season.
Yeah, unfortunately,
We're not
they're
supposed to hawk them.
yeah, no hawking. They're $2, but we're not hawking. That's just him
Can you do a half a donut?
being out of control.
Yeah. I would be willing to donate to the cause.
Donuts?
Yeah. But he's not soliciting.
Since you got us into this,
I have
I
one.
got $1.
Oh, we can split it. We're like best friends.
they're going to split one. Let me get. Give me the bag of them, and I'll.
They don't have a hawking pipe.
And then became friends with
Thank you.
Fred
Thank
Meyer
you.
Jr., the owner. And I've been in his house and heard the whole story about everything about Freddie's Donuts.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I followed that too.
So what's the story with this little
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Because I used to walk by here every summer and I said, ooh, a coffee and donut place is coming. And my husband made fun of me every day.
I'm not her husband.
Yeah.
You guys work at City Hall? Did I overhear?
I think I took more.
Well, I've owned the building for years, you know,
Oh, good donut.
and it's time to start doing something with it, you know. So, and it takes a while to to have everything your act together enough to where you could actually like just do something like sell a donut. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna start doing business before the building's even open. It's kind of like a little like micro version, and my one because I'm just like chomping at the bit to just like make $1 off this building that I've been supporting for 12 years, you know, just to prove it could be done, even if it's literally $1. But it's like your kid, like it's like your teenage kid, like finally. Well, you guys are too young, but teenage kid like finally making their first $1 or something. It's like $1 million, you know, because just proves something. So, but you know, it's actually a really great thing for marketing and for research, because you could find out what people really want. Because whatever I do in here, it's going to be for the 9-to-5ers. You know, I'm going to do a few different things, and if they don't want it, or if it wasn't their idea in the first place, then it's not a good idea. So this allows to really try things and to get to know people, and they get to know who we are, and yeah. Appreciate it.
I'll be back with the city inspectors to shut you down.
They all know me already.
Thank you.
You're in the legal department, the
Yeah,
council,
but I'm the
city
one- I'm the one with the
corporate
executive
council.
Yep. You good?
Yeah, I don't have anything to put in there.
You might want to wipe your hands on the bag.
No, I do my leg.
You're sweet.
Put it on your desk or something. It'll get
Some advertising.
advertising. Oh, the lawyers will be down to see what the heck.
I love donuts.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What is this? Is this a joke or something?
Everything's a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke. A very big
Sounds like Martin.
Yeah. Jumbo freezes. What is the jumbo freezes?
It's good. Yeah.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Oh, we got a cartoon here.
Yes, I see this. Yeah.
We have our custom cartoons, my Dave. Yeah, that's prestigious.
So, Teresa, Howard,
Good
Mary.
job on that
For
sale.
that sale. I was going to say, we wouldn't have made that sale.
But we're
Yeah.
So 30%.
Of course,
He
of course,
goes the best
of course.
donut.
He's illegally hogging, of all people, the corporate counsel for the city. They're the people in charge of like making sure I don't do that, you know.
They genuinely liked it too.
But they were nice guys.
And Dave made that sale.
Yeah.
What is this? Department of Coffee and Donuts? What is this?
He even lent them the money to buy it.
What is this?
Got your lawyer.
Is that true? Are you Howard Goldman?
I am. In the flesh.
It's inventive.
Well, thank you. So are you.
No, it's
I want to
not
do another
anything
one with an
for
approved
that.
caption.
Like,
Sometimes
no.
when I do my cartoons right away, I throw the caption, and then usually I need to edit it because it's like just sometimes I change the word.
Well, you know, we're trying some things out, see how people react right now. They reacted very strongly to the Buffalo Ice Cream Museum thing, and actually, it wound up on the news. So I actually have to do it now, and I don't even know what it is, you know.
Oh, you have to
So
make
whatever it is, I have to do it, or I'm a fraud.
I'll be the greeter. Yeah, hello,
Yeah,
welcome here. We like you like that. But
That would
you
work.
can't- No, you have to wear shoes. Yeah, and
A suit.
pants
They have
too,
to wear
yeah.
a suit.
At least pants.
That
but
way no one will
everything
see
else-
it. No
Yeah.
one in Buffalo wears a suit.
I know, right? Right. Oh my God, I'm on jury duty today.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, you're the second juror we met today. Well, no, the other person didn't make it. Are you actually on jury duty?
Well,
Or are you being
we're doing
in the selection?
Yeah.
Well, the other person was fortunate enough to not be selected.
Oh yeah.
So you might be the same jury pool.
Probably.
Me too. Oh man, that's perfect. Yeah.
There
Wow.
were a bunch of people. You know, I'm trying my best.
What kind of case do you think it is? Do they
It's a
can you
civil
kind of
case.
tell?
I can't. It's a civil. They said what it is, but we're not allowed to say anything.
Oh, well.
They're bigger than a bread box.
A little bit. Yeah.
Wow, these donuts are incredible.
These are really good.
You should stop and get a donut.
Will you stop that?
Oh,
It's
that
illegal.
Is it really?
Yes, you did it to the corporate council.
Oh.
Yeah, I went through one day where I started doing that.
Oh, you can't do that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's in the
Just kidding.
It's in the city code. You can't do it.
That's
You
hawking.
can't really.
Yeah.
That's hawking.
Yeah.
It's hawking.
Bragging
Can't
is
hawk your
customer.
goods.
Yeah, bragging as a customer, you could be
I
eating
could
a
do
donut,
that.
and you could be saying
I
how
can't
good
recommend them. However, this is the best donut I've ever had. But I don't want to get you guys in trouble. I have to behave. Howard makes me behave wherever I go.
Oh,
But we got $2 to show for it. So.
So, Howard, I think maybe you're a musician as well, aren't you, Mary?
Yes.
Yeah. Howard's a fantastic piano player in the old style. Like, how would you describe your old lounge singer? Kind
Oh,
of
I
a-
love that.
Yeah, it's the old stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Mary's a very good musician and a writer.
Wow.
She's actually a great musician.
Wow.
She's modest about it.
Yeah. So, you want to tell Teresa about your WBIG.Tv?
No.
She'd love it.
We're on it right now.
Oh, we're on it now. We're on W.
Well, there's a camera in the window over there.
Big TV.
The camera's live, but this is not.
Oh, okay.
So I could sync it up and make a highlights film. I got to get a wireless pack, and then we can do live streaming with the audio out here.
Interviews. Yeah, how cool.
Yeah, see, we got WBIG on. So it's just kind of a live remote.
Buffalo's Choice of 25.
Yeah,
25 TVs.
Well, that's what it says on the side of the building over here. I'll show you.
You gotta repaint that.
Yeah, I got to sneak up there and help it.
What's in there now?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Our make pretend piano bar.
That would be a great place for a piano bar.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've applied. I'm in the process of applying for the license.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm glad I was walking by.
Yeah. Oh, you like that stuff?
Yeah, I love being creative and doing all this creative.
Well, tell Dave to bring you by on a Friday night.
Are you open or what are you doing?
We're not open, but my friends come over, and we do the piano bar thing.
What a
You know,
that's a riot.
it helps me develop the concept.
Okay.
We
What time?
live stream it.
Yeah.
You know, just nobody sees it. I just live stream it on my own thing, just because I'm trying to get good at
We're
live
live-
streaming it.
We're going live now, but nobody can see this.
No, we had like 5 or 6 people, and they're making requests. It's like they're part of the party. You know.
I love that. That's cool.
big
because
phone.
they're anticipating their
Yeah,
cup
isn't it?
coffee, I think. and
Well,
donuts,
that's
and
why
it's
I
all
have
kind
this
of,
thing because
you
it's
know,
so
more
big.
than
It's
us.
too
It's
big to
14.80
carry.
every day
I
with
see.
this
So
here.
this thing
With us on
makes
some
it
of those days we
possible.
take pretty slow.
It's hot.
Which one is that? Is
Yeah,
that like
and
a
it don't
Galaxy or
Galaxy
something?
Note 8.
But now it looks like we're getting
Is that their biggest
there.
one?
I'm trying to think if we should maybe offer
No
another
idea.
kind.
I got the old.
too.
I got to upgrade this sometime soon because it just doesn't work that well.
That's what I used to have. Well, they're programmed
Joanne
to
from New Era
self-destruct after 2 years.
Yeah,
suggesting a
this is
lighter
older
donut
than that.
Yeah, so that's what I used to have, and then I got so
This is the
sick of
original
that.
Edison model.
Yeah,
But Howard's got the
Yes.
perfected this one.
the Tesla.
I just pulled over there, temporary free parking.
Yeah.
I do owe the city money, so I haven't put anything in it, but
Okay.
Parks illegally, hawks to the city's attorney.
Yep.
and the county attorney on top of it.
Oh, you're the city attorney?
No, the guy he hawked that
Oh, he did?
successfully hawked the donut to.
Yeah.
He was even
He
offering
broke the law,
financing.
too,
He was
though.
he
broke
was
the
even
law,
going to
too.
finance it.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
They would not have bought one without Dave.
Yeah.
No, they were
Yeah.
no.
We're just walking right there.
Usurious interest rates, though.
You need a sign here.
Yeah, I was thinking we
Yeah,
need
we need a
better,
lot of
maybe
things.
A sidewalk.
Yeah, because
That's another
A
permit.
sandwich
It's another
board kind of
license.
sign.
you need a sandwich board, like
Yeah,
right
I gotta
here.
start
Dave's
that
gonna
too,
wear
especially
one.
as we get into the fall now,
Yeah.
when people are gonna be wanting donuts. Yeah, I would
So
like
you
to
do
get
this
out
2
of
hours
the
a week?
small batch. We do. Howard makes the donuts. Just
See,
Time
if I
to
got
make
if I got
the
a
donut.
T-shirt made, then they'd probably ticket me for loitering.
Yeah, probably. And for bad dressing,
Well, I get that all the time.
disturbing the peace.
What time do you have to be back, Miss Number 3?
that accent was hilarious.
1:37.
You remind me of my friend Marta. She talks just like that. She
Yeah,
for
she
real.
does
do
Yes,
that.
she does.
Oh,
She's
here's the quick
Hungarian.
story.
She
You'll love
talks
this.
Hungarian, yeah.
We're in New York City.
And she has the attitude too.
We went to a Rolls Royce dealership, and she had this all planned out. We
Beautiful.
We walk
Did you
into
do
it.
the accent?
We were kind of dressed up. There's another guy. There's another fellow with us, a young fellow, he's like 25-year-old guy. He was dressed up nicely. We walk in there, and she starts bitching and yelling at me for says, you bought me one. You bought me. I told you I didn't like the color. I want, you know, it's like, the one you bought me is the wrong.
Rolls Royce dealer.
It's like, and you were so,
Oh,
you
man,
were like,
that must have been fun. You guys must have been like laughing when you got out of
like,
there.
no, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh my God, that was fun.
But you had your hair flying too. You were like really,
Yeah.
you were on a move. You were like,
Oh gosh, they must have been.
We were all
That must have
dressed
been
up.
hilarious.
Yeah.
We must have all been standing around just there. Oh gosh.
there are people like this in the world.
Yeah.
They get a free Rolls Royce and she didn't like the color.
Oh man.
You know
sure
I hate
there
that
are.
color. Whatever you
I thought
said.
Dave was like the nerviest person I knew before I met you. Just that's nervy.
That's why we work together. We love it.
That's right. We love it. We love it. I gotta get going, guys.
How late?
It was
I
fun
will
meeting
come.
you.
I will
Yeah.
come back. And,
Yeah.
yeah, nice
Oh,
meeting
you'll
you
love it.
too.
See
Yeah.
you again.
How late are you in town?
I have no idea. It depends on if they kick me out or not. I'm trying my damnedest to get kicked out, but they're like, you know.
So does everybody else.
I know. Though.
Why don't you just text me when you're done?
I
We
will.
can meet then.
Okay,
Because
I will.
I've got a couple phone
Yeah,
calls.
the
to-
judge that we have is really funny. He's
Yeah.
making jokes and stuff. And
Can you just like violate people's space or something and like get off on something subtle like that?
yeah, you know, maybe I could go in there like this a little bit and say, you know, I don't want to
Yeah,
be
that's
here
what the
anymore.
accent, another accent.
I don't like it, you know. I don't like being here. I think everyone in here is stupid.
They smell
and,
bad.
And this one smells bad over here, and this one I don't like. It's just
I don't like.
bad.
Now let us know how that works out for you.
You might see me back here
Yeah.
in a little bit. Okay.
Bye. Call me up.
That was about. Is she on jury duty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought we had one gal stop by earlier and was celebrating being kicked off of jury duty, and she got a donut, and she was telling us that she had been not selected for the jury.
Well, she's number 3 apparently. So.
Oh yeah, I was jury duty not long ago. Quietly, that was something like 6 years ago. I was on that jury. Man, it's just the time goes fast.
Oh,
I was on a grand jury for a while. It was, and I was the secretary. I had to take down the minutes of the thing, or be the record keeper, and get the gangsters' names when they came in.
Well, I don't want to hold you up until see it's closing time.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, this was a hell of a
Actually,
week.
it's beyond closing time.
Yeah, we often stay by.
This is today's cartoon.
Well, Chris will at least have 6 donuts.
Ah, very nice. Clever. Will you stop backing up?
Oh, am I supposed to be in it?
Cartoonist.
Oh.
I should have got
This will be this
Teresa.
week in the public. This is my first week I'll be published.
Oh yeah, he's in the public.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
your cartoons?
Yeah.
That's great.
Nice.
And then I'm going to
Yeah,
do.
that's great.
I'm also doing ones.
We gotta put that celebrity
Yeah.
cartoonist, public cartoonist.
Then I'm going to be. Those will be the ones like that style of
Here,
humor.
well, here, let's interview you over here.
Yeah, we gotta get some mileage. Yeah, cartoonist for the public, and we have our own, so make sure you get that. Yeah.
Now, David, I understand the cartoons that we've all been enjoying that you're kind of known for, these little doodles and things you do on napkins, and we've got a little, what is that, a recipe card, an index card?
Something like that.
You're going kind of, you're going to be published more broadly now.
Well, we're going to be going into the public, which is available at newsstands everywhere in Buffalo and greater Buffalo area. So
Wow.
very excited about this new career. And
Does the Rocket know about that? And
well,
the,
I've already quit my
the
day
Gazette?
job, and so we're expecting some big things here from the public. We're very happy with the public.
Well, that's great. Well, they've hit the jackpot with these.
Well, we're hoping so. They might put me in the back to boost up the classifieds. They can put me in upside down anywhere they'd like, and I appreciate the fans out there, and keep those cards and letters coming.
You know what I admire about these cartoons is they're rarely. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for any type of comic to survive with this kind of material. It takes kind of a special guy to have that much creativity, because it's like they're not dirty and they're not political. You know, so I mean that eliminates like all the low-hanging fruit. So to come up with clever stuff day after day within those boundaries is something remarkable. That's why I'm remarking about it.
Well, thank you, Howard. You'll see more of them.
We'll see more of them. We got one right on the donut booth. If you come downtown and look in our window, it's about donuts.
I also have one about a piano player having some difficulty coming up with good lyrics, a composer's challenge, and we'll get that online.
Well, we're looking forward to that. I don't know anybody like that.
I bet. Well, pleasure to see you all. By the way, the shirt that I'm wearing, which I'm very proud of, is 32 years old, and it looks every bit as good as the day I bought it.
You bought it used?
Yes.
Got a little curling. Was it curled up like that? The collar?
Well, the whole thing started out as blue, but it faded in the washing machine. Now it's all vertical stripes.
But I mean, it is holding up good for 32
yeah,
years.
it has a thinning effect
It's
on
a quality shirt.
on my physique. It makes the vertical lines make me look thinner, which is very nice.
I noticed.
Yes. Right now I could be 145 pounds, and you'd never know.
We never know that.
No. Well, it's time to say goodbye.
He ate a couple donuts, so that added.
Yeah. But they're calorie free.
There's a pound right there.
I actually do have this cartoon. You may have been.
So
before
show me a cartoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's find the cartoon.
A lot of important people walking around downtown, which is typical of a workday afternoon. And we're on these big important buildings, the Homeland Security Office, the New Era CAP, immigration courts, federal courts, the Statler, City Hall, the new police station being loaded up with 100,000 pieces of evidence being moved into the new police station, it's just 3 buildings down. There's the blue office building here, and then there's the Statler, and then the new police department. Yeah. 100,000 pieces of evidence, and each one has to be kind of guarded and chain of custodied. Sounds like a great job. Here's a cartoon that we get to see first.
Hard to read it. Anvils keep falling on my head. Just having a little B.J.
I see.
Thomas attempt. And you can see all the earlier efforts, just not getting the lyrics
Right.
right.
You know, it's probably, I mean, humor always has an element of truth to it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of truth to that.
There you go. You could actually play the music, I think, the way I wrote it.
It's very accurate. It's attention to detail.
Show Mary.
Now, is that going to be in the published
Yeah, that's what
in the public?
I'll redo it so that you can read the lyrics better. He's having trouble with the lyrics.
There you have it, folks.
No way.
A little teaser about an upcoming
Yeah, I didn't see her.
cartoon that's going to be in the public
When I redo this, I'll make
by their new
Yeah.
new cartoonist, David.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get it. Yeah, it's funny. You gotta
But there you go. There's a piano player's cartoon.
There it is.
Well, I'm off to do something else.
Oh, we enjoyed your visit. It was
Yeah,
really
well,
fun.
thank you.
Your friend
Nice,
is a
nice
riot.
visit, meeting,
She is fun.
Teresa. You guys should not be allowed to be together on any level.
It's very fun. A lot of people think that we are a couple, but we're not. We've never actually been. I've got somebody, she's got somebody. We've never had that attraction to each other, which is kind of good.
I know,
because it
it's
works.
great.
Well, I could understand why.
Well,
Oh.
thank you, Howard. I think. Maybe not. No, she's quite a character. She and I are actually doing the co-chairing or creating the 100th anniversary celebration next year, a year from now, in Buffalo, for Bentley Motor Cars and Rolls-Royce.
Oh, wow.
Springfield Rolls-Royce, which is the Rolls-Royces which are made in America.
Oh, okay.
Both of them are in the centennial of next year.
Oh, neat.
And so it'll be a 4-day event. Adams Mark Hotel, the Pierce Arrow Transportation Museum, Miss Buffalo cruises, going out to a few private estates which
Is there
have.
going to be a parade of old cars down Delaware past the Department of Coffee and Donuts?
Well,
Dave could make it happen.
yeah.
There was the parade of the Model Ts.
Get with Jim.
Yeah. Some of those people have a lot of money, and they might pay $3 for a donut.
That's right. Or they
Oh,
might
they're
buy
broke
$5.
now after spending it on those cars.
I know. So, yeah, that's an exciting
So you guys
4
are
day.
planning that. That's interesting.
Because somebody should.
Yeah, somebody.
Because the
Wow.
Springfield Rolls-Royce,
Big deal.
the first one made in the United States, came to the United States. What happened is World War I ends November 1918. Rolls-Royce, which is a British company,
Yes.
they're rebuilding after the war right away, and they said, all right, the biggest market is probably going to be America more than England. So they went to Springfield, Massachusetts, and they bought a just recently closed Indian motorcycle factory because they had a lot of machinists that were in the area. And then they said, well, let's start making our additional plant in the U.S. Be helpful. They were going to take the engine and drivetrain from the Silver Ghost, take it from England, bring it over here, and then build the car here, which they did. And so Mrs. Knox, Mrs. Seymour Knox I, went to the only Rolls-Royce dealership in America, in Manhattan, to buy a special car for her son Seymour Jr., who was graduating from Yale in 1920. All of his friends parents were buying them Duesenbergs and other fancy American cars. So the dealer said, well, Mrs. Knox, we have something very special for you and for your son. Would you like to buy the very first Rolls-Royce to be manufactured in the United States?
Wow.
And it was called a Piccadilly prototype. They hadn't even seen those yet because it was a new design. And so she did.
Piccadilly prototype.
And she bought for him the very first car. And Mr. Knox of the famed Albright Knox Art Gallery, Seymour Jr., he lived into his 90s.
Oh, the famous Kresge's?
Yeah.
He lived into his 90s, and the car stayed out at the East Aurora Farm, which is now a state park. It was then sold in the 1990s to someone who thoroughly restored it. The car is now out in California, owned by a very successful internet
Hacker?
Yeah, the guy that his company controls 30% of the routers that make the internet work.
Wow.
So he has a fabulous collection. One of these is the car named Seymour. It's the name of the car.
Oh, it's named Seymour.
And I even have a picture of the car. I went out to see the car. And so that was a bit of the impetus for, hey, let's have a celebration in Buffalo for the 100th year. Nobody else is doing
That's
it.
a good idea. That's a nice idea.
And
well, it'll keep you out of trouble.
that's pretty much it. Nobody else is doing it. Okay, then we will. Here's a car.
Wow. It is beautiful.
It's worth about $5 million.
$5,000, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. I love cars of that vintage, and that's a
Then I'm looking.
What a
Now,
beauty.
if you look in his garage, this guy's garage, he's got
more of them.
Oh, he's got Alfa Romeos, and so these garages are like got 5 or 6 bays, no pillars, and this is not his house. It's just part of the garage.
What a
I
beautiful
see.
grand car.
It's a mansion just for them.
So I look at this one car, and it's a Aston Martin green, low race-looking car. So that's a DB3. I just got that at auction. So of course, after I left, I looked up auction DB3. Paid $5.5 million for one car.
It's a good way to keep your collection from getting too big.
Yeah, you're right.
I got a few too many cars, and I'm, kind of cramped for space because of that. And if they were 5 million, I wouldn't have as many.
That's a good way to look at it. Keep your garage uncluttered.
Yeah, this guy probably had a '68 Chevelle, so if we need to make room,
Yeah.
something's got to go.
Yeah.
Very funny. Yeah, so we're planning the whole
that's neat.
thing with the Rolls-Royce Owners Club.
Oh, that's neat. You're working with the Pierce Arrow people.
Yeah, we're going to
Jim
have
Sandora.
Jim's a great guy. We're going to have an event down there, whether we have a meal or.
I love that place when I went to
Oh,
see
it's
it. I
huge.
couldn't believe the stuff
Yeah.
he had in there. Interesting for even if somebody isn't interested in cars, which I am. I like the old cars. But even if you weren't, that's only part of it.
So this is going to be
Oh,
headquartered.
that's great. I can't wait to hear more.
Adams Market. They have 468 rooms. They have an attached garage, which everybody with those cars wants to have the security of weather and vandalism. So that's all taken care of.
Yeah.
Lots of rooms for those who bring cars on trailers or semis, for show cars. But it's so big inside that Rolls-Royce Motor Cars and Bentley Motors, their new car companies, they're going to be bringing their vehicles here, and so it'll be a really wonderful thing.
Oh, great. So there'll be a lot of them in the area.
Other people can come see them, the public.
Well, people who buy these cars like to celebrate them in this way also, I think. I think they love to come to these events and celebrate their cars and be around
They
other
like to
owners.
flaunt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, flaunt it. Yeah.
But some of the cars are, they need work, and a lot of the people we've met, they're just regular down-home people. They talk about the mechanics and the brake lines and keeping them going, and it's
Well, we notice usually the cars are more glamorous than the collectors.
Oh, many, all the time. I can't believe sometimes when I saw the Pierce Arrows, Pierce Arrow Parade, you have these just magnificent, majestic cars and just some guy with a baseball cap driving them.
Yeah, they
And
don't dress up to be on, to look like
Well,
they're celebrating the same.
Some of them did though, those Model Ts that were going by a few weeks ago. Some of them dressed the car.
Well, yeah.
So we're going to be planning all the excursions, everything from the Miss Buffalo cruise, and then on Sunday, I was out this morning at the Knox Farm with my buddy Seymour the 4th, and we'll have a parade of cars will go through the old estate on the way to the.
So did you say the historic Knox car is going to be back here?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know, but you're going to try to get it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It'll be fun to bet.
I went out there and met the guy, and Jim Sandora will be much more effective than me
to
persuade him to bring the car back.
Yeah, Jim's amazing.
Yeah.
He'll talk the guy into donating it to him.
Oh, I know.
I could see why you and Jim would get along, though. I mean, I don't know him really well, but I've met him enough times.
He's got the Pierce Arrow Silver Arrow, which is
I saw that.
one of 5 were built, 3 remain. It's worth $3 or $4 million. It's there on loan.
That's a big one.
It's just there on loan, along with the Duesenberg. So some guy that owns it is building yet another expansion of it.
I wish I could loan my cars to somebody, just to free storage.
I love that giant Duesenberg he had there when we were there. Also, he had something. Oh man, these cars are as big as houses.
Oh, the big long Duesenberg with a fancy.
Very long one. Yeah.
It's got a fancy interior.
That was a car.
Oh. Yeah.
I just love these. They're old.
Well, you'd have to probably pay for 2 parking spaces for that.
Yeah, you would. It would be 2. That's the length.
The city would say, no, the one's not enough. So that'll be fun. Yeah, so Teresa's helping me with that. She's a big event person.
Great. That's
She's
such an art. I don't know how people plan
But you got to do everything from getting the police,
You did. You've got to do all the practical stuff in addition to having a great imagination to come up with.
Well, even like where you're going to drive, you do the route and say, okay, we're going to be crossing mile strip crossing over Old Transit Road on a Sunday morning. You need to have a policeman there, but there's 2 different towns, so you need to get someone, and you probably pay for the extra cop to be there because it's just dangerous. A bit of a rise and a stop sign, and it's like you don't want someone getting hit. That's not good.
Oh yeah, you gotta take care of all.
Well, I am off, and pleasure to see you both.
Always a pleasure to see you, Dave.
Jane says
Thank
hello.
you, Dave. Say hi to Jane.
Oh yeah, say hi to Jane. She's over her bug.
She's over her bug. Yeah, she's feeling much better. She's got
Jane's feeling much better.
She really loves coming here.
Yeah.
So now that the fall is
Yeah,
here, we'll be
I know,
here.
it's a beautiful time of year.
I'm helping at the door at this Subversive Theater on Friday night.
Oh.
Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, okay.
So over at the Pierce Arrow building.
That's a Michael Moore production, isn't it?
I don't know who did it. Ray Bradbury was the author, playwright.
Oh. I thought maybe he did something that was like a takeoff on that.
Oh. That's a fun building because my job there is to open the door and secondary to operate the freight elevator, which is the only way to get upstairs for people who want an elevator.
Oh.
And it's an old style elevator where you got to pull these cables down and these doors are clanging and big handles, and it used to
That's
carry.
great. Take some video of that.
Used to carry like a 6,000 pound Pierce Arrow car. So.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. See you later.
All right, Dave. Thanks for the walk on.
Well, we can give Chris gets 7 anyhow. We've got 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll work it out with him. Maybe he'll want the second half of his order
separate
next Tuesday even.
Yeah.
He might even want to spread it out. Well, I'm ready to
Okay,
close out.
I
I'm
think
hungry.
We're pretty much sold
I'm
out.
watching all these people eating.
What should we do with this now?
Just leave them there for now. Well, you know what? Bring it in. So bring the boxes in.
Okay.
Oh, and let's take the.
Oh yeah, I take the drinks.
Yeah, we set them on the floor. All the windows locked.
Here, we can put those freezies back into the. Oh, one of them was leaking.
Oh, here. Let me take them in. We'll deal with them in there. Okay, we're live streaming here. I don't think anybody's still on, but
Oh, busy day. Nice day.
Okay, well, that wraps it up here from the City of Buffalo Department of Coffee and Donuts show. And we got some great stuff we're going to be able to put on a highlights film, and that'll have. It was a great afternoon. Thank you, Mary.
In the fall, people's minds turn to thoughts of donuts.
Well, they are. All right. Well, I'm hungry, so I'm going to go, and we'll catch you all guys next time. Appreciate it. Everybody, don't make any plans.